I grew up in Pomona, New York. I went to public school there, and I've always been connected to Judaism. I grew up in a very traditional family, kosher home. I always had this need or want to explore more. I went to Pace University here in Westchester, and you're in college, you can follow your own path.
We moved down here in 2002. We were renting an apartment on Croton Avenue in Ossining, a small apartment. Barely knew anybody. We were just starting to look for people.
Sometimes it could feel lonely, or what crazy thing did we do? Why did we agree to this?
And I still remember driving up the Taconic and saying to myself, where are we going to? We don't really know anybody over here. And I still remember saying, God willing, we're going to try hard. It's going to work. We'll find one person there, one person there. We were here just for a few months when we got that first phone call. We were in the car and Heather called and she said, you know, I'm in the area, I'm studying over here. Can I come to your home for Shabbat?
20 years ago, I was probably one of the first to walk through the door. Miriam made time for me, opened up her home. One of the first Shabbases that I ever spent with them, I walk in the door and Miriam's in labor. And they walk out the door, and I'm babysitting Mushka for an entire Shabbos by myself. It was just, you know, a great introduction to being part of this family.
Heather, you know, started coming to us every Shabbos, and before we knew it, it started spreading also to her parents, her grandmother, her brother, and eventually the entire family started getting much more involved.
Having my grandmother over for Friday night dinner with my parents was so special. Cousins would come with me for Shabbos. This Chabad house opened the doors for us.
And then she left. I think it was maybe 2 years later, and people move on, but we were so pleasantly surprised that the relationship just grew stronger and stronger.
I met my husband. Miriam and David were very instrumental in my wedding. Rabbi David, you know, read the Chabad at our wedding. After I had children, he was at every bris. He learned with my older son, you know, during his bar mitzvah and helped him write his bar mitzvah speech. They are our go-to and our special connection. They're always there.
So it's 20 years, definitely a time to reflect on all the great things that we've accomplished in the community. And thank God there are many, many great things, Hebrew school and shul every Shabbos and everything else. But it's when you have that individual connection, when you have that person coming around your Friday night Shabbos table, enjoying a Friday night meal with the family and becoming part of the family, those connections are so powerful and they stay throughout.
When we are able to focus on the individual and really cultivate that connection, that comes back and benefits the entire community in ways that are so much greater than we could ever imagine.
When we were raising money for the Chabad house, Heather called me and says, David, I want to be able to also be one of those contributors to the building. And then she said she also, when we do a mikvah, she also wants to help with that.
I think that we would like our trademark to be that everything is beautiful for the individual. We didn't build a mikvah because we think thousands of people are using it, but we built it for every individual. So much attention and detail was put into this mikvah for the individual.
From day one that I met Lukowski's to every life cycle that we've had subsequent, they've always been part of our lives. The way that she talks about them and her eyes glisten, and it's been amazing.